Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matt Loney, and welcome to Matt Loney Podcast. This time I won't be doing like a stupid musical introduction. So as you can probably tell, I'm pretty fucking late. So I don't think I'm gonna make a major schedule change, but basically, the sports section of the podcast, or like the earlier podcast, like the early week podcast, will probably be either like try to post it on Monday or Tuesday. Like kind of like I expected like an early. I would say try to expect like an early Monday, or a late Monday afternoon upload, or like an earlier Tuesday upload, or just anytime during Tuesday. Because basically, yesterday I just got fucking swamped. I just got home and I was just like, "Fuck, I just couldn't get it done." And then I didn't really want it to interrupt my day because I know for myself, I don't want to make this feel like a chore. Because if I make it feel like a chore, then it's not gonna end well. I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want to do it today." I'm just gonna turn into an idiot. So, I just need to be a little bit more free flowing. It's too difficult to say, apparently. So that's why I'm here now. This is gonna be kind of relatively a quick one. Not that I have anything to do, but there's not a huge amount of stuff to talk about. Mainly basketball news is what's going on, and a little bit of soccer, so football news, because Arsenal got smashed. And you'll figure out by who in a second. But first I want to talk about basketball because the NBA All-Star teams have been drafted. And now it's a little bit of a meme because, I don't like Steph Curry. But I was like, yo, Steph Curry's a snake because his like entire team consists of everybody from like the entire first line from Golden State except for Durant, who was obviously taken by, what the flying hell? Obviously taken by fucking LeBron. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to move one thing from one window to the other and it's not letting me. It'll let me do it with that. That's really weird. It's like trying to do I don't know, it's stupid. Anyways. And I was assuming that Durant just went there because he got picked first. I was just like, so there's that, and I was like, what the fuck, this little fishy. And what got extra fishy is that fucking Draymond Green is there. Like, are you dumb? So Paul George gets snaked hardcore, and then Wall gets injured, and if I double check, Wall gets injured, and they put Drummond. Like, what are you? Teams 2018. Yeah. Okay. Let me just get the teams for a second here, because I forget who John Wall was on. Images. Oh, actually, I could just go over here. No, that's wrong. Maybe it's not. It's taking its sweet time to load, like every single time apparently. What the fuck? Oh, that's not what I'm supposed to do. I want to copy it. It's gone. I need to extract this. Oh, you dumb bitch. I didn't want to do that either because oh, never mind. We're good. Anyways, why is it taking so fucking long to load? I don't get it. Come on. Okay, we can still look at photos, I guess. It's not loading. I was trying to say something, but it's not loading, so fuck me. That's not how the teams work. What the fuck? Cal Lowry is not. Oh, never mind. Cal Lowry's on the same team. There are two different teams, but I'm just retarded. Okay, so I guess these are two photos that work. James Harden. So I guess he's on the other time. Karl-Anthony Towns, Al Horford. Al Horford making it. Al Horford and Draymond Green making it over Paul George. Now, Al Horford, okay, I can see a bit of that. I can see that. But Draymond, yeah, go fuck yourself. So John Wall got So John Wall injured. He put Drummond on the team. Like what the fuck? And he's already got Porzingis, and Love, and Aldridge. I guess he's a center. Yeah, I guess so. Reserve center. So I guess it makes a little bit of sense. Instead of another small forward / power. Yeah. I mean, he's got a couple power forwards. That's the thing. So I would. It's just I'd rather see Paul George there instead of fucking Drummond. Or, like whatever. It's just dumb. Just a little snaky by some people. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make it. Like okay. He drafted by LeBron James and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, if you look at, it's like I was saying, if you look at Steph Curry's side, it's fucking him, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and the only missing factors is Kevin Durant, because I'm pretty sure he was like taken first by LeBron James. LeBron James' side has Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, and Kyrie. Wait, DeMarcus Cousins has to get replaced. Who the fuck is replacing DeMarcus Cousins? DeMarcus Cousins has a torn ACL. Or whatever. Something. He tore something. Okay, there's no information on who's replacing DeMarcus Cousins. Good job. He tore his fucking ligament in the Oh! What a victory! I scroll down, and guess who fucking replaces DeMarcus Cousins? Paul George, baby! Okay, so, retract everything. Paul George is going. Thank fuck. Whew! And Dwayne Casey's coaching LeBron's team, which is a little weird because Lowry and DeRozan are on the other side. So, I mean, okay. Yeah, fucking Paul George. This one is a fucking cracker here. I like this. That's fucking great. Paul George is actually good. Whew. I was about to have a freak out, dog. I was like, what the fuck? Snaked out. But no. DeMarcus Cousins ripped his leg open. So yeah. Less snakiness. But yeah, so the idea of, should players be the ones drafting in the future? Maybe. I think they can give them another year or two of doing it. Unless, of course, it's Curry and LeBron James every time. Then I guess stupid. Well, I guess they're the leaders of the vote, right? So, on each side. Or would they? Wouldn't Kevin Durant win the Western vote? I don't know. I don't know how they did it. I don't care. Yeah, so I'm okay with seeing it a couple times. I felt like this year, maybe it's just kind of that first year kind of thing. I just found like it was just like at least Curry was like, oh yeah, give me all my players. Klay Thompson probably deserves to be there. Well, definitely deserves to be there. Well, no, I guess probably because he's a reserve, right? So like he just got picked. But I would say he's more than welcome. I just found a fucking olive. I had a sub. I don't know where that came from. I hate it though. But Green should not be there. Draymond Green, no. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. Pretty cool. Because I got to see my boys DeRozan and Lowry. I made a joke with my buddy. I was like, because my buddy was like, it sucks Lowry's not there. I'm like, yeah, he's there. DeRozan went up to Curry and was like, hey, buddy. You know my buddy Lowry? He's got a better 3-point than you, okay? Because of a couple games I've seen, whatever. Just Lowry's just dropping threes. It's just a joke. And I'm like, well, it's debatable. But yeah, So that's fun. The next news about basketball is that Griffin got traded to the Pistons, which is interesting. So a bunch of prospects, mainly, went over to LA for Griffin. And I don't know who came on top or the bottom. Some people will want to say, like, LA came in on top because Griffin's not playing that good. But it's Griffin with an actual good center near him. So, yeah. I'll say that. I want to say they're, like, both equal. Because it's like, okay, if the prospects turn out to be good players, well, duh. LA wins. But if they don't, then it's debatable. And even if they don't turn out, it's still kind of debatable. Like, if, like, one of them turns out okay and, like, is in their startup life, is that worth Gregory Griffin? I don't know, it's weird. Like, it sets them up for the future, stuff like that, so, sure. You can say they win. But I don't think it's, like, this huge win. I think people are blowing it out of proportion, like, oh my god! Detroit, what are you doing? It's like, because, like, just because Griffin's playing not the greatest he's ever played. Probably pretty bad, I guess. So, yeah. That's a little weird, but that's minor news. Moving on to soccer, though. So I said that Arsenal lost to somebody. I'll give you a hint. It was the same people that Liverpool lost to not too long ago. And they were at the bottom of the league. And have now climbed out, surprisingly, after beating two very good teams. It was Swansea. Arsenal lost to Swansea, like 3-0. Let's go over to the fixtures. No, 3-1. Swansea beat them 3-1. Like, what the fuck? Like, Swansea have all of a sudden just turned it, like, Swansea for the league title? Yeah, I think so. I think that might happen. Yeah, you know what? That's probably what's going to happen. Swansea for the league title. I'll put my money on it. Putting all my money on it right now. Swansea for the league title right now. Yeah, so they beat Liverpool 1-0, and then they beat Arsenal 3-1. Like, okay. So that climbs them out of the bottom. I don't know if they'll sustain it, and they may go down anyways, but goddamn. It's just fucking hilarious. Who the fuck scored? Jordan Ayew and Sam Klukas? Yeah, probably Klukas. Klukas? I don't know. Scored 2. So that's fucking spooky. And basically everybody on Arsenal playing bad, besides Nacho Monreal and Ozil. That's just fucking hilarious. I just saw that. I have no other information other than like that happening, but that's fucking funny. Fucking hilarious. Mainly since they just got rid of Sanchez and they lose to Swansea. It's like, fuck. And we did the same with Coutinho, but that was after beating City. Well, I know it was after, but I don't know why Coutinho left. Coutinho definitely left before City. Playing City. Yeah, that's. I'm not wrong. I don't think. So yeah, I don't think Liverpool are fighting for the league, like the league anymore, because they lost to two shit teams and then won against West Brom, I guess. Although one of them was the FA Cup, so I don't think they're fully out because they lost to they lost to Swansea in the Premier League, but then they lost to West Brom in the FA Cup. So because it was lost in the FA Cup and not another Premier League loss, and then they beat Huddersfield 3-1, I think that they're still in the race for second. I don't think they're in the race for first in league. Not that really anybody is. Like, Manchester United is the only other person on 53 points. But I don't think they're going to catch them. Like, there's just not enough games. Like, let's say, how many points are left to grab? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 24. What am I looking at? What am I? 24, 25, 26, 27, 20, 30, 33, 36, 39. You can get another 39 points. Damn, that's a lot of points. So they can somehow grab 39 points, and they're 13 points behind. So, I don't know. I guess all of them are still, it's just really unlikely. I guess Liverpool, anyone on 50 points right now, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, are all still in the race, being as they're only 15 points behind. But it's just super unlikely, because they're 15 points behind is, how many games behind? About 6? No. 6 times. No. 5 games behind? Yeah, about 5-ish games. So, I don't know, it's a little difficult. How many games are left in the Premier League? So 5 games behind. They have to make up 5 games. No, they have to make up 6 games because they take the lead. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. So they have to go on a win streak. They have to win just to catch up with Manchester City. They have to win basically 50% of their games, which isn't impossible. But we have to say that they have to win more, obviously. They have to win more than 50% of their games because Manchester City might not lose. Manchester City has to start losing half of their games. Like, that's not happening. Manchester City, if you go to their fucking thing, are not going to lose half of the next games, which is going to be, or like they shouldn't. The next games. So their next game is against West Brom. I don't think they're losing that. Burnley, I don't think they're losing that. Leicester, I mean, they won the league, right? One time. Probably not. Wigan, probably not. And then EFL Cup is Arsenal. Then a Premier League game against Arsenal. Highly unlikely they win that. Arsenal winning that. Chelsea could beat them. Okay, that's one win. That's one loss out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1 out of 5. We're off to a bad start. Let's say Arsenal do beat them. Let's say for some strange fucking reason Arsenal beat them. It's 2 out of 5. We're getting closer to 50%. Stoke City Premier League. Stoke City's going to lose. Brighton's going to lose. Everton's going to lose. So that's what? 5 more. And then Manchester United could beat them. Tottenham could beat them. So that's 2. Yeah. A solid 1, 2, 3, 4. A solid 4 potentials out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 out of 15. A solid 3, 4. Solid 4 potential losses out of 15. Yeah, okay. Cause like you think, oh, you 50%. That's, yeah, you can go that. Like if any team, like it's easy to go 50%. So they mainly Liverpool or something that have to win all their games except for 2 is the simple one to go with. Because I could think that Manchester City could lose at least 2. Now, actually, we're going to go for the extreme because Manchester City basically haven't lost all year except for 1 game. Liverpool will have to win every single other game they play to win the title except for 1, which means that Manchester City would have to lose twice, actually. Not even, because they're 5 games behind. So Manchester City, so Liverpool have to win 6 games, and Manchester City to lose 5 of them, and then they can win, or then they can both of them draw whatever every time. That is not happening. I don't think that out of 15 games, Manchester City, they would have to lose against a random team like Leicester, West Ham, Southampton, whatever. One of those teams that they're playing that are kind of middle of the table-ish. West Ham's middle of the table-ish now. I have to lose to one of those teams and to to United, Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea. They have to lose to all the other big clubs, which would then put them closer, which would hurt Liverpool winning as well, but they would have to do it. So then that means that then one of those other teams also have to lose. It's just super unlikely. The best odds to win the league now for any other team besides Manchester City would be Manchester United. But I definitely don't want that happening. So, yeah. City won't be going undefeated, which is good. But I mean, still is annoying. I don't know. I'm just gonna find a path for it. Okay. So yeah, it's just super unlikely. Hockey news. Montreal still sucks. So that's all the news. There you go. Over. With hockey news. What other news we got? I don't think there's much else because the only other news is like Draymond, or Griffin getting traded, Drummond replacing John Wall, and Paul replacing Cousins. Yeah. I don't think there's much else going on in sports. I just want to apologize again for being late and being a little off, I guess. It's just weird. Like, I'm not super in depth on sports. I'm just pretty casual at watching them and stuff like that. I'm mainly into sports video games and just video games in general, right? So that's why those podcasts are a little easier to come by or easier to create for me and easier to think about. Like, I could just kind of spew out some stuff. Like last time, it was just like why I don't play Overwatch, and that took up an hour. But this is only about maybe 30 minutes. I can talk about, because it just popped in my mind, as to why I like certain teams. Like what grasps my attention for a team. What is needed for a team to kind of like get my attention. And basically, what you need, like, okay, so if the examples of, hold on, I gotta see this one thing. There's something that just popped up. I wonder if this is, it's in the meme business. I'm wondering if this is fake memes. Oh, never mind. I thought someone was faking a meme. I gotta take that shit seriously. My bad. I thought someone was faking a meme. I thought someone was stealing memes, okay? I gotta accept me at that. Anyways, back on topic. Okay, so what grasps my attention as a team? What kind of teams do I root for? You can see a common trend with a lot of teams that I support, the big ones, like Liverpool and so the common trend between two of the teams and a little bit of the basketball, like Raptors, but mainly between why I like the Habs and why I like Liverpool, is because the crowd gets super into it. They both got a chant. Montreal is Ole Ole. Liverpool, How You'll Never Walk Alone, and among other things. And there's a huge atmosphere to the crowd. It looks like a good time to be in. I think I've only been into a Montreal crowd once. I was pretty young, and I've never been to a Liverpool game because I'm in Canada. But the atmosphere is intense, and like you can feel it and see it even from your couch at home. So that's a pull for me. The other thing I like to see is a well-balanced, well-rounded team. Like you're not just stacked up in one location, whatever, stuff like that. You got a nice, solid team. It's not a great driving factor. Like, of course, it's mainly like the first thing that grabs my attention is the crowd, and that's why I like Liverpool and Montreal. But having a well-balanced team gives me more respect, which can lead to me liking you. So, for example, I currently respect Sacramento Kings in NBA. Now, one, because in 2K I was drafted by them, but two, because they just seem to have they're trying to build up. So I guess it's not really that you have a solid team. I mean, I do like that, but it's like if you're trying to build towards something, you have like a nice solid base to build off of, and you're just waiting for that one key piece to build around, but you just have a solid base regardless. That's nice to see. Good sportsmanship, of course. I guess that's I guess it's not a given, but it's good for me if the team's respectful, not a bunch of douches. Then it's good. Like Chelsea, I can't really ever root for them because a lot of their fans are fucking idiots. Even if their team is nice, I mean, Diego Costa's kind of a jackass, but he's gone. But their fans they're just rude idiots. So I can't fucking root for that team. Stuff, yeah. If your logo's ugly, I'll fucking hate you. Examples of this is I think it's Atlanta Hawks, right? In NBA. Their logo makes me want to blow my brains out. So I just hate them as a team. They also just kind of suck dick. But that logo makes me want to blow my brains out. So I hate them. Manchester United's logo kind of makes me want to blow my brains out. It's way too much red. Just gross, weird mixes of red and stuff. Go away. Same thing with Atlanta, actually. They're I think it's their home jerseys. Just way too much red. Like, get the fuck out of my face. It's just like, my brain. It's this bright, gross red. It's not so much Manchester has it, but it's just like red. Just fucking. Even though Chevy, my favorite car company, sponsors United, fuck them. I don't care. I mean, they are enemies of Liverpool, but like when I was choosing, because it's not like I was a fan forever. Liverpool's atmosphere grabbed me at first, and then I looked over at United, and I was like, what the fuck is that logo? Fuck that. City just was kind of like a boring, bland team. We just had a lot of money. That didn't really grab my attention. Other teams that would grab my attention. West Ham has strangely grabbed my attention. I think it's mainly just because of people I watch on YouTube that support them. But in a sense, I just like that they've made a kind of a solider team. I mean, their team kind of sucks dick right now, but like, I look at it from a FIFA perspective or something. They seem to have like good placements of like solid-ish player. Like, it's not like they just went out and bought like, oh, the best striker. They just like they try to buy and have players in all aspects of their team, and then it's just unfortunate their team doesn't turn out too well. I'm confused. I'm trying to look for a fucking path for something. Anyways, so yeah, another team that grasped my attention strangely. I think it's just mainly because they have a history, and I kind of like their new logo. I liked it a little bit before, and so the history grabbed me at first, and then they got a new logo, and they seem to be a team that's building up. Was Portsmouth when I first saw them, they're in the lower league, the lowest league, League 2, and they're in League 1. So they seem to be a building team, and they kind of just really grabbed my attention. I played some. They had the most money on like FIFA 13 or something or whatever, FIFA 14, stuff like that in the lowest league. Like I would try to do like league build-ups, and they would have the most money, or like close to. Like they would have the most money. Maybe they wouldn't have exactly the most money, but they would have close enough, and then their logos and stuff looked better than everyone else's. So I went with them. Or I was playing my career, and their logo looks the best, so I joined their team, and then I just grew to like them, and I still support them today. Like in real life, I'll root for them as a team. I can't really watch their games because it's not like it's ever going to show up on my screen, but I enjoy watching them grow, and every time I play FIFA, I always have a like bottom from the top, or like just a Portsmouth run through, and I always enjoy myself because it's like in FIFA, at least I find that it's like the best way for at least me to play FIFA, because you can actually see the team building up. And then this FIFA I finally started using the scouting, because in past FIFAs I found that I like to build my team as a young team. So when I'm playing somebody like Liverpool, I'm just going to buy the young players, and then I'm never going to need the scouting until like 7 years down the line when my guys are all about to retire, and then I get the youth going. But you have to develop the youth in the first place, and I find it just fills up my thing, and I'm not going to play the entire game for 7 fucking in-game years. And if or like I guess 10 at that point, or 12 by the time they fully retire, it's just not going to happen. I never do that, so I start a new one, or like I'm doing multiple at a time. So I'm not going to get like, if I do get 7 or 10 years down the line, I just restart and do a new one by the time those players retire. So with the Portsmouth stuff, I can actually use the youth academy and get those players into line and see where they grow. So it's cool. So yeah, like the main thing is an atmosphere of the crowd is the first thing that gets me. If there's a nice song going around, like if it get like when a team gives me chills down my spine, I just like them, and I think that's for anybody, and it could be different for anybody. So that's just my preferences, that the songs and crowd really grab me and give me a chill down my spine. The other way to get a chill down my spine is if you're fucking Messi, Neymar, and Suarez just totally deleting everybody. I mean, part of the reason why I like Barcelona, this is the other team I like Barcelona, is because Suarez went over, and like that's when I was like discovering Liverpool. I was like, holy shit, Suarez is good. Oh damn, oh shit, he moved his. I was like, wait, but where's Suarez nowadays? Oh, he's over here. And then I also discovered that Suarez bit people, but he's still a great player. And I'm like, oh shit, Barcelona. Oh damn, Barcelona this, blah blah blah. Like I do respect Ronaldo, but I just like like Messi is just players. Like, holy fuck, he just does so much. He just has that, like, he's just a god at the game. And then Neymar started like piquing my interest and stuff like that. So, and because of Neymar piquing my interest, I do a little bit like PSG, but I don't super care for them because it's not like there's much going on. They're just a club with a lot of money. Like Manchester City, I can respect Manchester City because A, they have like no enemies, but B, because they just have a good team up. But I don't like the fact that they just have a fuck ton of money and just buy who the hell they want. Yeah. So that's a little bit on what teams I like and how I like them. More into basketball. The reason why the Raptors grab my attention is because, well, A, they're the only Canadian team. B, they're really nearby, so I can easily catch games. They're an hour away. C, Lowry and DeRozan are fucking hilarious. D, Lowry can drop threes, and DeRozan can fucking mess around in the middle. I mean, there are people who do it better, but all those other reasons, like, these are just more stapling reasons, right? They are a team trying to get the gold. They're trying to rise up and become a team to win a championship. Like, they haven't won a championship before. They haven't been in around for like the longest time. So they hit a lot of check marks, okay? Their crowd maybe doesn't have a big checkpoint, but it's hard to judge a crowd in NBA because they're a lot, like, they're pretty similar. I don't see massive differences between crowds because it's not like there's a lot of time to sit back and realize when a crowd's really taking over. So like in soccer, you can tell if a crowd's dead quiet, like especially if they're at home, you can just tell like their players don't play as well, and all of a sudden the crowd gets going. Like I've seen Klopp get the Liverpool crowd going, and all of a sudden, boom, it's live. Like all of a sudden Liverpool's playing way better. I've seen it firsthand while watching a game. Like it happened during, I think it was the Euro Leagues against Dortmund. I think it happened a bit. The crowd started going, and the team just turned up and came back and won it. So. But in NBA, the crowd's basically always going. So there's never like a downtime where you can see whose crowd is really controlling the game and how much can they control it. Because I've seen in other games, like back to soccer, where West Ham have lost a game and their crowd is dead quiet before they're losing. It's like 0-0 still, and their crowd goes dead at home, and then they lose. So it's like you can see where a crowd could influence a game. Whereas in NBA, the crowd's constantly going because the game is so action-packed. So it's hard to see whose crowd is louder, has the most influence in the league. A lot of the crowds are very similar. So it's not a big deal if the crowd is, because it's hard to notice. But the main factors for why I like the Raptors, because they're nearby, they're growing, and stuff like that. I don't think there's much else to talk about in the world of sports. Oh yeah, Leeds have their new logo. I don't know if I talked about this already. It's fucking horrendous, and I believe they're gonna change it. If you don't know what it is, it's basically that there's it's like So they have the lead's name, I'm pretty sure, in a shield. It's the basic shield. It's still the same shape as the other lead's logo. But this time they have a dude's chest. I think his legs maybe a little bit in it. But basically just a photo of someone's chest, and their hand is across it with their fist on their heart. Well, the best example is a Sig Heil. And that's the meme that's been going around, is that they just put that logo in front of somebody raising their hand, and it's just good memes, everybody. What I gotta do? Let's return. Oh, okay. Oh fuck. So yeah, it's just it's just a dumb logo. It doesn't look like they're going to be doing it because well, they just won't. It's just not gonna happen. Well, I mean, it might happen still, but I don't think it will happen. I don't think that they're actually gonna go through with it. Because a lot of people sign a petition, I believe, the stuff like that, to say don't fucking do it, you idiots. That's a horrifying logo. So I don't think they're gonna do it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Sorry, just kind of off-ish topic. It's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in the sports world. Like I said before, I do apologize for being late, kind of being a little off topic, a little here, there, everywhere. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed it. Something's not loading my computer. I want to kill myself. There it is. Holy fuck, that took forever. Oh, everything's just going wrong in my face. News on me. I have a new laptop, which is cool. And what that means is maybe I can be doing some game commentaries where there's a game in the background and I just comment over it and stuff like that, which would be cool. Maybe do a couple of those with the laptop. I believe it should be able to run OBS fine, and I could just move it from one USB to the other onto the computer, then edit it, upload. So that could happen. I don't know when that might happen. It's mainly a school thing anyways, so we'll see. But it's a possibility, depending on how good it runs. OBS, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but you never know. And I need to find a mic. I could literally just straight up use the mic I'm using on my desktop, but then I would have to, just to record games, I would have to take it off and put it in. That's a little annoying. So we'll see where that goes. Could happen, it could not happen. I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything else. I'm doing good in the college, but why is it this late? A little bit of swampage, not massive. I'll be fine. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. This is a little bit of a shorter episode. I think it's my first actual shorter episode. Hopefully you guys don't mind it that much. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed it, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Maybe comment, something like that. Give me some ideas. Give me some feedback. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Just comment whatever the hell you want in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? And have a good one. Have a good evening, morning, or day. Peace out. Have a good one.